Libra, welcome to your September 2023 bonus reading here. We're just going to go ahead and jump in and see what's going on with you. I don't have the overhead camera on. It stopped working, so it's a very old camera anyways. I knew it was only a matter of time before it gave out, but let's see what's going on here, Libra. What's in your energy at this time? All right, let's see here. Interesting. Some of you could be seeing 777 a lot, or you might start to see 777 a lot here. I feel like you're trying to creatively think through something here. I think you're really trying to creatively think through something. Let's see. In a way, it's not that you're avoiding something right now. I mean, you could be avoiding something for a good reason. Let's just go ahead and start. You pulled the Death card here as your overall energy here, but it's interesting because the outcome is actually pretty good. You pulled the Death card here for your overall energy. So you're definitely going through a process of transformation at this time. The sun is trining Pluto as I'm doing this video, and Pluto rules transformation. And the Death card is transformation, as we know. So I think you're going through a very transformative moment at this time. And it's like you're trying to creatively plan and creatively think here with the Seven of Swords. I don't always see this card as like the cheater, liar, thief card. I know a lot of people do. I do, if there's other context around it, then I'll say, oh yeah, well, this is definitely, you know, somebody who's sneaky. But no, it's more so the Seven of Swords is an energy of strategies and tactics. And I think right now, your energy right now is like trying to strategize. And it doesn't have to be in a malevolent way. It's just like you're trying to creatively think and strategize about your next moves here. Because you do have some choices and some options here in your future with the Seven of Cups. And there's something here where you're going to have a choice, and I'm going to have to clarify this and see what this is. You have the Hermit card here in the position of your challenge here, and how you get to your challenge, you have the Five of Wands. Very interesting. I feel like there's a lot of soul growth going on with you at this time. It's interesting. When I was doing the pre-shuffle, a couple cards came out to me, and it was Shadow Self and it was Integrity. So there could be some shadow work that you're doing at this time, or the shadow side of your personality may be playing a role here in this situation, which is why the Hermit is in the challenge. The Hermit is like looking for guidance, and he's trying to illuminate and find enlightenment on his journey here. And then once he gets it, well, he has it. But it's like you're trying to find that deeper sense of understanding, and your challenge at this time is the Five of Wands, which is, or sorry, your advice is the Five of Wands, which is allow yourself to go through the growth, right? Like growing pains sometimes suck, right? But you know, the Five of Wands is, you're never going to know unless you give it your all. You're never going to know unless you face adversity, unless you face your challenges head on, because then you'll be able to have growth, right? And I'm not trying to be like a motivational speaker, but I do see this is like your current energy at this time. You do have the Knight of Wands though in the outcome. So something's going to be taking off here in the outcome. Something's going to be happening really fast here. So if I see you taking like a bold action here, or maybe there's bold action coming toward you. So we're gonna have to clarify that as well. But you do have the Nine of Pentacles here as well in the position of something that you're unaware of. And I think you really need to own your value and own who you are. I'm not saying that you're not doing that, but I feel like the universe is wanting you to be persistent, especially when it comes to money, when it comes to leveling up, when it comes to making more money or increasing your value. So you're never gonna know what you're capable of unless you really lean into discomfort and step outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, North Node, life's purpose here. This is all about your life purpose. This is fate. This is fate at play here. And it's interesting because the North Node is in Aries and the South Node is in your sign, Libra. And right now we do have Chiron pretty close to that node of the North Node in Aries. And we have Mars in the South Node in Libra. So Mars is in your sign at this time. We're going to have the Sun come in your sign too, which will all be in the South Node. And so you could be facing a lot of karmic things at this time, things that have accumulated over time. Now you're almost having to face, and you're having to improve these things in your life. And so the North Node is like, you may feel stuck, but you're not stuck. You're just in an energy of where you have to self-improve, or you have to get better. And you have to cut ties with relationships, anything that is taking your power away, anything that doesn't allow you to feel like a totally free individual. And this also goes on the flip side with the nodes in Aries and Libra, is also where we're too reliant on others, right? Because the North Node in Aries is all about self-reliance, self-independence, freedom, our ability to stand on our own 2 feet, courage and bravery. And the South Node in Libra deals with partnership, relationship, coming together, working together, right? But it's the South Node. The South Node is a karmic loophole that we can get stuck in, these patterns, these habits. And it's like there could be a habitual pattern or habit that within inside your relationships, or just things in your life, to where they're too reliant on you, which isn't giving you your freedom, or you're too reliant on other things. And it's like you're having to learn how to cultivate, how to be more independent. You are unlimited. What you can create is unlimited here. So you may be feeling like, oh, I can't do it alone, or I'm struggling right now, I need help, but nobody's there to help me. And it's like you may have to really tap into self-reliance and understand that it's like, it's you against you, right? It's like you're the only one that's limiting yourself here. I'm gonna pull you one more card, then we're gonna clarify. We're gonna see what this decision is, or this choice is. Yeah, I knew it. Look, it says free spirit. I was just talking about that. Self-reliance, independence, where the North Node is in Aries. And I think this is one of those times where it's like you have to become a free spirit. You need freedom to do what it is that you want to do. But if you're dealing with shit that you can't, it doesn't give you that sense of freedom or happiness, then ask yourself if it's worth being a part of. So let's see. Clarify this death card for the overall energy here. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, you may be resisting this transformation. Like there is things I feel like you're really having to let go of in your life. And it's not easy. Death card energy is not easy because it's a blow to the ego, right? When we have an ego death, basically what that symbolizes, like everything that we've identified with inside of our world. Well, if things change, we no longer have this identification or association with it anymore. And it was the things that we identified with and associated with that gave us our identity, or gave us a sense of our identity, right? And so like if you're letting those things go, well, it's tough because it's like you don't know who you are. You have to figure things out. You have to let go. Yeah, the 10 of Cups here. You're really trying to think about the future with this 7 of Swords and 10 of Cups. You're planning for the future and trying to think about your moves and how they're going to all add up over time. You have the King of Swords here on the Hermit for your challenge. I think at this time, honestly, I just think that your challenge is like you're trying to find the right answers. You're trying to find the right practical steps to take. And so that's why you're trying to figure out and strategize what's your next move and what to do. You have the 2 of Pentacles here on the 7 of Cups in the near future. So yeah, you have some choices. Definitely have some choices and some options here. Definitely have some choices and some options. And I see you though, starting to work toward what it is that you've been wanting to work toward, like the things you've been knowing you need to do. It's like you're no longer waiting and procrastinating anymore. So you're gonna have some options and choices, and I see you leaning into them. You have the Fool card here on the 5 of Wands for your advice, and this is just about liberation, right? If you feel you have to be your own authority, right? 5 of Wands is when we're training, or where we're trying to become confident and skilled and competent in something, or we're trying to face adversity or face challenge. And that requires like confidence, and that requires authority, that requires bravery, strength, and courage. And the Fool card is like, I think you have to learn these things, if I'm being honest with you, or cultivate them, right? Because sometimes we don't use them. We kind of just coast along in life, and we sometimes forget that we're actually a lot stronger than we think we are. And so the Fool card here is for your advice is, allow yourself to make changes. It's going to be difficult, but everything is difficult at first. That's a quote by Miyamoto Musashi. It may be difficult, but everything at first is difficult. Miyamoto Musashi was a samurai who, I mean, if you read about his life story, like, oh my God, you're like questioning, like, is this even real? Is this possible? Like, it's crazy. Three of Pentacles here in the position of something that you're unaware of. I would pay attention to your goals and focus on yourself. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles is solely focusing on yourself, focusing on your own goals. Nine of Pentacles, really, if you want to look at it, is financial independence and where you're financially, I don't even say financially, but it's like where you're able to take care of yourself, right? So there's emotional codependence, and then there's like financial codependence, right? And so it's like, if you don't want to feel stuck in something, or if you don't want to feel like, you know, you're barely getting by, or whatever the case might be, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles is like, okay, what can I do today to move me toward my goals, so that way I can set myself up for more prosperity, more abundance, not having to rely on external things to provide for me, whether that's a job, place, person, thing. Yeah, look at this. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups here in the outcome. I feel like there's something, it's like once you kind of muster up the energy and take action here, it's like you're getting, like, it's almost like the universe is meeting you right, like halfway. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. And I think whatever this is going to feel very rewarding. It's going to feel good. Like, you're going to start to know, like, your strength and your power, and understand how important, you know, self-independence is and being self-reliant is. And I think that you could have an offer coming your way, and I see you jumping on it like really quickly, whether it's like a gesture or like some help, or there's just some type of piece here that is happening. So, and it's an increase in optimism and joy. Let's pull your, let's extend this out here, Libra. People are going to be like, what's wrong, Austin? Nothing's wrong. I think people forget that I'm a Scorpio rising with Pluto in the first house. It's just my fucking face. It's just my face. It's just an intense face. And also Sun square my Mars today while the Sun is trining Pluto. And I was born with Sun trining Pluto. So yeah, the Pluto energy is pretty heavy in me right now. Woo, look at this mutable T-square. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Woo! Be open to change, because change is all you got. Be open to change, because change is all you got. I think there is happiness in your future. I think there's also like this understanding that you're actually a lot more capable of these things that you set your mind to. It just takes you learning them and getting experience and getting used to it. You know, and I think you're realizing like all is possible if you just stick to things and you allow yourself to go through the growing period, or the growing process. So that's what I got for you, Libra, in your bonus reading. I appreciate y'all. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the link's down below in the description. I would love to do a personal reading for you. Any specific question that you have, I'll answer it. The readings are on sale too. Everything's down below in the description. Just click the link. All the details are there, and you can book a reading with me. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up for your boy. And otherwise than that, I'll see y'all later.